Yep. Tae Da King.
Smurf.
Okay, so the angle, the concept, where we're going today with this one. We're talking about how long should it take, or should you wait before you indulge in other endeavors after a breakup or a situation? How long you say?
Man, I don't know. It all depends. Shit. To be honest, 14 to 30 days, actually.
14, 30. I would say ideally, like mind frame wise, I would say 30.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy because a while back, and me and the lady I was dealing with, I watched the Plies video. Plies, his words, he said 30 days. You know, and I kind of rocked with that ever since me and her watched that 30-day thing, that 30-day trend. But, you know, once again, like I said, ideally, definitely after seeing that, I say 30 days, but I would say 14 days. 30 days is too long.
Yeah.
30 days is too long. I would say 14 days. And when I say 14 days, which is 2 weeks, I mean, this 2 weeks time is 14 days of no communication, no nudes, no sex, no highs, no buys, no thank you, no good morning, no nothing. This is 14 days without, we don't even know each other no more for 14 days. On the 15th day, live your life.
Yeah, but see, when you say that though, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, no breakup that, you know what I'm saying, we broke up and I ain't spoke to that motherfucker like 5 days after a breakup, you know, not unless it was like...
That means you shouldn't move on yet. Or that means you shouldn't indulge in sexual content with somebody else, or too far in conversation with somebody else, or date or anything. Like, you shouldn't do these type things in less than 14 days.
Right. But then the 14 days keep resetting every time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If it was if a whole 5 days went by with no communication, yes, the 14 days restart after that 5th day because y'all communicated.
Right.
Like when I say it's for one, if we broke up on the 5th and then on the 10th we communicated, no matter what we communicated about, there's still something there that we communicated about. Okay, so still wait.
Yeah.
So this 14 days should reset.
Yeah. And you get a couple 5 days that you ain't talked to, then it's going 5 days gonna turn into 6.
Now, don't be manipulated by somebody that knows of this 14-day rule, so they try to call you on the 12th day or the 13th day stuff. No, we ain't going for that. No, boo boo, no baby, no baby. But and this is your mindset, and this is how you work, this is how you operate, and nobody knows that this is how you work and how you operate. Like I said, and I say 14 days is nothing. Like, once again, no nudes, no text messaging, no phone calls, no nothing. You know, and this is 14 days of no nothing, completely nothing. Then I say, maybe it's okay. But, I also say, still too, like, and I should just say 14 days is okay for you to try other things afterwards. This doesn't mean on the 15th day do something else, because on the 15th day you shouldn't have something else to do.
You should, on that 15th day, that's when you're like, alright, I'm about to go start looking for something else.
Or not even that I'm about to start looking for something else. Maybe I'm open to something else.
True. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I'm just saying, when I say look for something else, I'm like, I ain't gonna even I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit, niggas got needs. Shit.
We got needs, most definitely. We got needs, most definitely. But you don't want a temporary need to hinder what could have been a future. And sometimes the thing about it is, and I seen a post on social media the other day. It said it was talking to women, which I'm not going to say that it's 100% correct, but it has a whole lot of truth to it. It said, you'll never be married if you leave every man the first time he cheats on you. And, it's kind of like, that's a nice juggle. It's like, if you leave that nigga that cheated that one time, I mean, you might have missed out on your husband.
Yeah. I mean, shit, yeah, niggas fuck up.
It sounds bad, I know, but it's as bad as it sounds. This is reality.
Yeah.
Let's not be blind to reality.
That's true. That is so true.
Once again, this is also a self-reflection of still taking accountability of the reason why he cheated.
Mm-hmm.
So this also lets you know is he marriage material or did I fuck up? Because a nigga that's marriage material probably wouldn't have cheated if you didn't make him. Now, if he was a nigga that was going to cheat regardless, then he's not a nigga you should ever say I do to anyway.
Right. Yeah, see, man, shit. I mean, accountability. You know what I'm saying?
Accountability.
Motherfuckers, nigga. Me being a nigga, you know what I'm saying? I go in. I go in straight and narrow.
Man, look.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's something that we got like not to do. Go ahead, keep going. I ain't gonna
shit, but I go in straight and narrow, and when you start showing me shit,
ooh, wait.
You know what I'm saying? Then that, yeah, I'm gonna be that nigga I'm plug me in, coach. You know what I'm saying? Shit,
man.
like, you know what I'm saying?
And that'd be our problem too, because in relationships and situations, your friendships, family shits, all that, we have the lack in communication. And when we don't communicate about things, like you said, when you show me this, like, the eyes are deceitful, and without communication, you might have saw something that you didn't really see. You might have thought you saw something that never really happened. And this is why they say, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. Because anything you heard when I wasn't there, you don't believe that. Ask me a question. This is communication.
Oh yeah.
But listen, if I saw you out walking with a nigga, he looked like he might have been a funny guy. I don't assume you gay. I ask you, what was up with that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't just go start up telling him, oh, Smurf on some funny time. You know what I mean? It's not right to do that. So this is, when you see things, they can be very deceitful. And communication is what breaks that ice.
It does. I mean, so shit. Back to this 14 days with no communication.
14 days, no communication. Where we at with that?
Shit, man. Yeah, it's that one was a hard one, man. It's all based on the person's mentality and where they at and what they want.
Man and woman, what they want. I mean, because you also have to be understanding of the fact that a lot of times, not every time, but a lot of times when breakups take place, it's because their intentions are already somewhere else anyway.
True. Yeah. You got a point there, cause shit, you got a point there, bro.
I mean, because a lot of times we never leave what we want. This is the thing. Got this old hoopty fucking 87 Honda, you know what I mean? But it drive, it run. It gets you to work every day.
Hey, the big.
Listen, you don't get rid of that motherfucker unless you got another car.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Once again, I said this is like a breakup.
Yeah.
Unless you have intentions other places, you don't get rid of what you already got.
That's true. That's true. I mean,
sometimes, not every time, but sometimes, a lot of times, you know.
Yeah, I mean, shit, you might have to get on that bus every once in a while, you know what I'm saying? Share that bike just to, you know what I'm saying, get past
I'll
that.
tell the motherfucking king, I ain't riding no bike, baby.
Yeah.
I ain't riding no bus, baby. I ain't rode no bus in years. I ain't about to. If I'm riding a bus, I'm about to bus with you, baby.
Shit.
Nah, though, for real though.
Shit, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do to get past them, you know what I'm saying? To get past that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
Man, but yeah, the thing on getting past it though, once again, is you temporary releases, never getting past it. Temporary releases getting past the moment.
Right.
The moment you was in, the moment that took you there, and that temporary release only gets you past that moment until you need another one. So then you get to the point where if that person that you temporarily released with is not available, they got to do it with somebody else. So now by the time you and this person hook back up, you got so many skeletons in your closet. So you've allowed so much to come in between Whether y'all said we done or not, what's in it? Man, in 14 days, ain't no relationship over.
No.
Unless this was a whole 14 days of no communication. If this was a whole 14 days of no good morning, no good night, no I love you, no I still love you, no I still want you, no can I get a ride to the barbershop? You know what I mean?
So
14 days of nothing at all, no communication. Oh, we no longer exist. Baby, live your life. I'm gonna live mine, and you know,
it's definitely over after that.
Yeah, I mean, 14 days of nothing. So once again, now if you called me on the 6th day and said I miss you, we'll see what things go after that. If you called me on the 8th day and said, hey, can you take me to the grocery store? We'll see where things go after that.
Well, see, now, okay. Back, I mean, I feel you, but it also like nowadays text don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying?
They don't.
They really don't.
But do you text somebody that don't mean shit to you?
I mean, I would. I mean, shit, I have. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I ain't gonna keep 100 shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
go
saying?
ahead.
You might send a bitch, alright, say a nigga got bitches, right?
Yeah.
Can't stand this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? But don't want to let her go, but you know what I'm saying? So you might send her like, hey, what you doing? You know what I'm saying?
That's the nigga that be thinking with the wrong head.
I mean, shit, it all depends.
But do you send those type of messages to somebody that if you're dealing with somebody?
No.
Okay. Ex within less than 14 days or so, a month or so, do you send them kind of messages to them? Because really all we talking about is how long do you drift off after a breakup? Anybody that does something different the next day was already doing something.
That's true. That they was, yeah, because I mean you ain't gonna just jump up.
Yeah,
today
and so,
I'm fucking with her, then we break up
most
for
definitely,
3 years or 5 years, and tomorrow.
So I said to say this: within 14 days of nothing, I would say you're not wrong for doing anything you've done after that. But once again, if y'all have communicated still within less than those 14 days, and a person is not under the impression of what you're doing, that you're waiting 14 days, or that you're trying to call this and see what's going on and call this play and call that play and run this back and run it. You know what I mean? If nobody knows what your plan is, you the coach. If don't nobody know your playbook, they don't know how to play it. They don't know how to defend it. You know what I mean? So once again, if you're dealing with somebody that knows that, they might be able to manipulate the situation.
Yeah.
But if you're dealing with somebody that don't know that, baby, what we talking about? What we doing? I mean, it's okay for us as men to reach out in that situation as well. We don't have to be stubborn or ignorant or wait 14 days to see, because that person could have been waiting. Even if they was waiting 30 days or 20 days or 8 days. I mean, this person could have been waiting also. It's okay for you to communicate and say, hey, I miss you. But if you don't get a response, and it's been 14 days with no response, look, baby, let's cut this short.
Yeah, if they, you know what I'm saying? Definitely, I don't think nobody gonna reply if they don't get a fucking reply back.
Not at all, not ever. Not if I message you and said, hey, I miss you, or hey, I'm still in love with you. Hey, call me. Hey, I miss you. You know what I mean? Like, I should get something, even if it's a fuck you. This is a response we have communicated. The 14 days restart.
Oh yeah, cause shit.
Saying fuck you is too much energy. Rather, people can say it was negative all they want. It was too much energy to even say fuck you. And your mind went there, and your body went there, because as you said fuck me, your body got energy, which means it's not fuck me, but it's fuck me at that moment. This is momentarily, and you cannot let momentary issues disrupt your future.
That's true for shit. Yeah, it's true. I have texted a motherfucker for like 2 or 3 days. I ain't bullshit you. You know what I'm saying? I know it wasn't. I mean, I knew you seen the shit. You know
I know damn well you see. For one, every time you sit next to me, your phone in your hand. If I didn't call you, I'd text you and you ain't responded. You did it on purpose.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I be that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I sit there, good morning, good afternoon, good night. Like, I send those same three
just to see what happens.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously I'm not over you, you know what I'm saying, or over the situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, shit, I mean, I might send them, but,
yeah,
shit, if they ain't getting no response and shit, I don't know what to do. But, I mean, I might get one before the 14 days is up.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? But then it's all about how you responded. Was it a response like,
yeah,
you want to see me type shit?
Yeah.
Or
if
it's just like, hey.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Good night. You know what I'm saying? Nothing about trying to see a nigga or,
that response is major, but a response is a response. And anybody that you don't want to respond to, you're not going to respond to. So, I mean, yes, we do take the way that they came at a certain angle, but once again, like I say, I still say it has to be no response within 14 days. Now what I will say is when we get the wrong response, then we stop messaging, which is natural. Men, women, humans, we stop. When it's not the way we wanted it to be, when the game ain't played the way we wanted to play, we stop it. So if I done message you, even if you respond not like your response, if it stops after that in 14 days, I stop messaging you because I didn't like your response. But you don't message me within 14 days. All right, baby, I see you didn't want to talk to me, so I stopped talking to you.
Yeah. So, I mean, shit. So, 14 days. Yeah, I mean, it like I said, it varies. But from 14 to 30 for sure. You know what I'm saying? Nothing less than 14. And shit, 30 depends on you.
I say 30 depends on you, 30 depends on y'all, 30 depends on. I still say the level of communication. Within 14, listen, because if I'm not going 30 days without talking to you at all, I'm thinking it's still gonna be something. That's fucking all. No.
Yeah, I go 2 weeks without seeing you.
That's 14 days, nigga.
I'm talking about we can go texting and shit, but if I don't see you within these 14, 30 days, you know what I'm saying? Texting is just it's a form of communication, but it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm a type of nigga. I need to call.
I can go without. I can go 14 days without a call. I can go 14 days without a text. I can go 14 days without. I go 14 days without a call. I can go 14 days without having to visually see you. The 14 days with nothing at all. No text. No call. No seeing you. No nude picture. No nothing. No sex. No, just come over. I need it done, and I don't have nobody else to do it because you was who I was with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, with 14 days of no nothing.
Because I mean, 14. You know how often you and your lady was doing it. So within 14 days, you mean tell me you ain't had none?
Right.
Hold on. 14 days you ain't did nothing, baby. Boo boo. Boo boo. Who you playing with me or yourself?
For real, shit.
So there it is. We're gonna wrap this segment up. You know what I mean? Tae Da King, Smurff in the building, and segment was about how long
can you wait
after a situation, situation to a breakup. How long can you wait? How long should you wait? What makes it okay? Leave a comment. Let us know. And if you want us to respond to something, you need a rebuttal, let us know. And we do what we can do.
Subscribe.